Dude, if you got anything else to talk about, I mean, besides that, I mean, I don't know. There's like crazy AI shit going on. What do you want to talk about, bro?
Crazy AI shit.
That's all I fucking watch when I'm home.
Gosh,
like,
yeah,
I'm excited for all that stuff. As much as it's crazy,
well, it's really
I'm
funny.
so excited.
Who was I talking to the other day? I think it was maybe Lori's mom.
Okay.
I can't remember who it was, but it was family, someone in the family, and they were talking about how they didn't want to get the vaccine and all this other stuff. And I said, listen, if right now I could put a chip in my hand, and when I walk into Best Buy, they go, "Hi, Mr. Barczyk. What would you like today? I saw you bought a 19-inch, or whatever.
I'm doing it. I know.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Put it in my
ship me up, bitch,
right now, and I can just walk through, and it's just like, all right, that charts your account. You're good to go. I don't even have to go to the register.
Hotel, boom. Just walk into your room. 242.
Gas station, punch up, just like fill her up, man. It's just,
dude, I'm with you so much, bro.
I'm in, man.
Like how people get upset with like targeted ads, right? Like, oh, they're stealing your information. Like, dude, listen. There's two things that they're going to do with that information. One is going to do for advertisement. That's how they make money. The other one is to study psychology and sociology. That's awesome, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, they already are listening on our phones.
Right now.
They know our phones. They know everything. I'm in. I'm not doing anything that I'm worried about. You know what I mean? I'm not committing any crimes. I'm not doing anything that I'm concerned that, the world can know everything I'm doing. I don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, and
that's what's so funny about the chip thing. I'm like, bro, you carry around a phone and no one even made you do it.
Yeah.
You're already doing the chip thing, dude. It has all your info right here. So it's like, just don't worry about that.
But the interesting thing is that, we know in the next 10 years, not only are chips going to be 100% the thing, everyone's going to get chipped. Not everyone's going to, but it'll probably be
you'll be left
volunteer.
in the dust. I promise you that.
I mean, exactly. People are going to. It's going to be. It is no longer going to be socially awkward to be thinking that you have a chip. But also, we're going to be flying around in drones.
Yeah.
Did you see that Domino's is starting to deliver pizzas in automated vehicles?
I really hope so. Wait, really?
Yeah, it's already started.
So now, was there a hotel?
Actually, why don't you punch it up? Let me see, because I don't want to put out false information. It's just like Domino's, automated vehicles.
Now, wasn't there a hotel we went to, Bri, on our trip that had like this little like
self-driving cars in Texas?
Wow, that's great. In Texas.
Yeah, in Texas.
Look at that cute little thing.
Look at this thing, man. You can't even put a person in it.
You can't even if you wanted to.
It just drives up to your door.
That's so dope.
Just drops your stuff off. Look at that.
I'm into
dope, man.
Yeah, I'm into it.
And there's going to half the roads are going to be filled with that vehicle.
Exactly.
In 10 years.
Yep.
Or 5 years.
Yeah, and you won't be able to drive a car.
No, exactly.
Because it's going to cause more death. I mean, like, dude, people are just nuts, man. I'm like, the thing is that like I get it. It's weird and scary and creepy and weird and
well,
whatever.
Anything new is
I was
going to
say to your grandparents, the internet was.
Oh my gosh, to my mom, the internet. She still doesn't understand the internet,
right? And it's like
she called them vaxes forever. They're gonna vax me. You're gonna vax me something?
Not yet, but soon, Mama.
Yeah. She did. She was ahead of the game.
She was ahead of the curve on that one. She's like, Brian, I've been trying to warn you. They're vaxing me tomorrow.
They're vaxing me up, man. I was like, no, Ma, it's fax. Fax. You vaxing me?
What the fuck?
Got to vax over my prescription?
Yeah, dude.
So the point is that
you're all in.
The point, 10 years. They say in the next 10 years, we will change more as a civilization than we have since the dawn of time.
I think I need contacts. I need AR contacts.
Oh man, yeah.
I need for sure the Neuralink chip for sure.
Yeah. And you think the Neuralink is a little weird for me. Neuralink is a little weird for me. It really that's going to be a tougher one for me because I don't know that I want people. It depends on how much they like. If I walk into a room and immediately go like, oh, I don't like that person.
No,
about it. Then that might not.
So
be
you know, so Noah and me were talking about this. I think it's going to be more like Xbox chat.
Okay.
Where like you have to get invited in by friends to be able to hear what I'm thinking. Like just like on like if
but even then could be pretty scary, because I think some pretty crazy shit.
Yeah, but I'm assuming like just how in your body right now you could say something in your head and you don't just blat it out, right?
Yeah.
So the Neuralink would probably read like what you wanted to say and what you were actually thinking.
And that I'd be good with that. But
yeah, me too.
I'm not worried about it.
I just want to interact with my computer without hands. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah. I mean, you think about Google Glass. I mean, that was like kind of kind of ahead of the curve, right?
Right. It almost too ahead of the curve.
Yeah, it didn't. It was before its time, you know. But yeah, I mean, like our dash cams, or I'm sorry, our windshields will become a computer.
HUD, heads up display.
Yeah, it's going to be 100%. It's already there. Already is that in Corvettes and stuff like that. Like Corvettes, you know, the speedometers in the windshield.
Oh, that's so badass.
You know, so literally, it's like,
and eventually it'll become just a whole screen, and you'll have cameras that will show you the thing.
Yeah, and yeah, you probably won't be driving. So as you're driving, you know, you can be showing
movies.
you what, you can do whatever you want, you know. And so I'm in. I'm not afraid of technology. I love it.
Cool one that came up. So the reason why I get excited with AI is because it's like having an oracle. Yes. Right? Like, you know, we as humans are almost too dumb because we're primates. So we bring a question to the oracle like, hey, how do we figure this out? And it tells you.
Right.
So right now there is a scientist, I can't remember his name, sorry. He worked for 30 years with sperm whales, recording their clicks and their language, very complex language, and then writing down what they were doing. Like, hey, two of them came by my boat and they were swimming around it.
Yeah.
And now they're going to plug all that info into the Oracle AI and hopefully be able to decipher what they're saying. And dude, there's a big chance that Dr. Dolittle is going to happen in the future.
That would be amazing. Yeah,
I think we'll be able to talk to animals in the next 50 years.
Yeah, I already do.
Well, they'll be talking back.
They do.
Yeah, don't tell me they don't. Perdita loves me.
Perdita told me something.
Dude, fuck yeah.
All right.
Cynthia says, hi, Brian and Jay. Just a little something.
Thank you,
gave us a little
Cynthia.
ducky.
You know, my sister's name is Cynthia, by the way.
That is true.
Yes. So,
she lives in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Lucky. Solazaki says, love from Portland. Hope to see you soon.
Well, you better get your ass out here. So
I know. Stop fishing all the time, you lazy bum.
Out there, damn it. We'll hopefully get out.
We got one fish in our in Bowser's tank. You can come fish for him anytime.
Yeah, get Jonah out.
Get Jonah.
Get Jonah.
Tiffany says, "Ha, weird. I have an Uncle Brian that breeds snakes."
Really?
Do you really?
That is interesting.
And you must have just found this out now because you super chat all the time, Tiffy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Tiffany comments all the time. That's
what I'm saying. She must have just found out.
Either that, or she's been drinking a little bit and she's just making shit up.
They were playing Marco Polo before we got on the podcast. Remember, we were sitting in the room and like, these guys play Marco Polo.
Yeah, I was like, what are they doing, man? There's like 800 super.
Just between Tiffany and Potterhead.
Yeah, Potterhead, just like going back and forth. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, just Marco Polo.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you guys actually see that?
yeah, we watch it the whole time. We sit here as soon as we open the thing, we just watch.
We just watch. We just want to know what you're doing. But I don't know. I need some proof about this Uncle Brian.
Simple Man says, what are your thoughts on how long you should keep a snake out of its enclosure? When should you know when it needs to go back in?
You know, that's a tough one. I think it's a great question, actually. And I think it's an individual thing. I think every individual is different, right? Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is that, you know, certain snakes you could probably keep out for 12 hours.
Yeah.
And they're completely fine. Other snakes, if they're out for more than 20 minutes, they start getting antsy. I think you got to read the animal well, you know, see if it's stressing, if it's starting to feel antsy or not. And also, if you do say handle a snake more and then all of a sudden it changes its feeding habits or its habits in its cage, that starts telling you that stress is a factor. So you almost have to take it on an individual basis. And that's what we've had to do with the Reptarium, is find the animals that seem to tolerate the holding, and not all do. Sometimes we bring over a ball python like Honey, and you know, we had 3 come over before we found the one that was okay.
Right.
You know, and I think that's kind of how you got to do it.
Let Roses Burn says, this makes me giggle, man. It says, my boss, who's only like 10 years older than me, still calls text messages emails.
Oh my
That's fucking so good.
I got their email on my phone. Their emails. You gonna email me?
Oh, Tiffany came back. She goes, my grandpa just told me about his brother. So I guess his brother's name was Brian and bred snakes. My brother's name was Brian. He bred snakes too. That's crazy, man.
This sounds like a wives' tale.
Yeah.
I need pictures. I don't believe
I don't believe it. Show me Brian.
Show me Mr. Brian. I think I'm the first Brian to ever breed snakes.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, back in the old
Can't
days.
steal my thunder.
No, I like that.
Little good. Bogus says, thinking about coming out this summer, but it's a 12-hour drive, and I don't know if I can make it in a car with 2 preteen boys. You sure can.
You can. All you have to do is just let them watch porn.
Yeah, dude.
No, actually, preteen. I'm sorry. That's not preteen. Wait a second. Back up. I didn't realize. I'm not saying that. If they were like 15, I would say that would keep them. But
right now,
don't
maybe
do that.
Roblox.
Yeah, so maybe Mario Brothers is good. So I apologize about that to all my fans. I take that back. Oh man, I just
you gotta dig yourself out, man.
Although I'll be totally honest with you, when I was 10 or 11, I would have probably been all about it.
All about a Playboy? You could have kept you busy for a couple months right there.
Dude, you give me, something. Oh, man.
Man.
When I was 10, I was walking around half the time with a boner. Rail this
Damn,
damn-
son.
Can we rail this in?